This should be the last demo for the day, folks. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Don't leave that for now. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got Vogue. Got this magazine again. It was donated by one of my care workers, Vogue Living, and we got an interesting picture from this silly article. I don't know what the fuck it's all about. It's meant to be like leftovers from dinner and someone's had too much to drink and they just... it's just ridiculous, this Lux shit, the culture and all this sort of fucktardery. All this idiocy about, you know, rich people and their culture and all that sort of shit. And they just make it such a big deal out of it. But that's culture for you, folks. What you call culture or rich culture, shit. It's just a load of shit, folks. It's just bullshit. It's just crap from the elite. And that's what Vogue is all about. Bloody elitism. It's just shit. It is. It's just fucking shit. I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and they're full of that as well. They're full of elitism, and people have got to be already there and successful to appear, unless it's, of course, a crime-related piece or a piece that's related to newsiness, death, disease, disaster, destruction, house fires, car crashes, murders, you name it, they like it. But they don't want to play this stuff because it's not in that category. It doesn't fit in with their conventionalism of the news. That's come up looking really quite nice, the colour in that. I do think we've got to enlarge it a bit more on the vertical, but that's come up looking really quite nice. But I'm really sick of all this elitism, folks. You know, all this silly shit that they just like to sprout. You know, they just don't care about anyone else but the rich and the famous and the successful. They just make it all about celebrities and all about people who have already made it into the world as successful or money makers. And I don't make money. I'm a disability person. I'm a person living with disability, trying to get into the limelight, trying to get recognised as an artist, and trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi, who I can't find anywhere. So, you know, I need this publicity, but I'm not getting it. It's really a challenge. It's really challenging me, folks. It's really, sometimes it just does my head in, just how stupid the people are who are in power in these companies, or should I say the media. They just don't care about the less fortunate like myself who just want to break in and make something. You know, I've got a lot. I can't live without my partner Luigi. I don't want to be living my life being disabled and not having any dignified way of living. I work in what would be classified in the old days as a sheltered workshop. And it's no fun. I'm smart in other areas. I had brain damage at birth. I had a cord around my neck. You know, I had all that shit. I started my life on the worst, in the worst possible way, with no fault of my own, and yet I still have to wear it like it is my fucking fault that I that I came out breech and I had a cord around my neck when I was born, and it just set me up to fail. And having high functioning autism as well, but that now is an advantage because I use it as a powerhouse function to create my demos, to keep the motivation going, to keep up the pressure, so I don't give up. But I used to get teased and bullied like no one else's fucking business when I was at school and everywhere else I went. I just didn't fit in, folks, but I'm not going to allow that to stop me from achieving. I'm going to make these bullies and teasers, including my dad and my brother, who treat my art with such disrespect, I'm going to make them look bad. And incidentally, I've got to get on Channel 9 as well, because my dad, being an asshole, he likes to stir me up and make me angry. He likes to provoke me just like the kids at school typically did. He doesn't respect my art and he likes to stir me up. And if I get stirred up, he could die, because he has been in and out of hospital with heart problems. He's not young anymore. And I want to just make friends with my dad and before he dies. And my brother I want to make friends with as well. I want to make peace with both of them, even though they don't want to. And I can't, my dad will die without saying a proper goodbye if I don't get on the news. If I don't, something wrong with the, I forgot to set the original size. This is stupid dumb copier system. Stupid fucking money makers fucking rot. The photocopier industry is indeed, incidentally, a piece of shit. Did I? Yes, I did put that in. I don't know why that happened to my image. Why I got that. I must have done something wrong. I know what I did. I'm reducing it. So because I'm reducing it, I have to give it a bigger area. Sorry, these machines are not made to be user friendly. If it wasn't for my experience with this machine, I would have been totally bamboozled by that. And I want to one day have the technology available that'll help fix the brain damage at birth, and I want to redesign the photocopier from scratch and make it really worth something to people, because everything's about the love of money, and that's why I can't get on the news. It's all to do with the love of money, the love of prestige, and playing it safe, so that because they know that the crappy news that they play is going to pull the ratings. It's all about money, and I'm not considered a money-making fixture, which is quite an insult, folks. I don't want to be recognised for being a failure like my dad and my brother see me as. I don't want to fight with my dad anymore. I don't want him to die of a heart attack just because I got angry at him and hurled abuse back at him. And yeah, that wouldn't be good. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can call it quits. I don't think we're going to make a switcheroo for this. Yeah, gotta go.